We are back for another case study, and today we have Gail Swift with us. I love what Gail does. She's making such an impact on families, on kids, and now in the corporate spectrum of things as well. So Gail, rather than me explain what you do, why don't you just kind of tell us what you do, how you do it, and how it's unique?
I am a PeopleSoup coach. I would say people call me success coach, the coach with questions. And typically owners do not care. They want to do what they do, right? And they didn't start off with PeopleSoup until they hired. So I would say I do take the problems away from the people, or I take the problems away from the owner, dealing with the people, and help them inside of work and outside of work to be the most productive person at work. And we do use, like you mentioned earlier, we do use a methodology that's proven to find out their highest level of productivity. And we coach to that. And I work with families and corporations and schools to do that. And I love it.
Awesome. Thank you. And we'll make sure we put a link, with this so people can go learn more about what you do, because it really is unique. But let's talk about your people problems. Let's talk about more about why you decided to hire a VA. So pre us meeting each other, when did you start thinking about, first of all, working with a virtual assistant?
When I was listening to all of the business owners say, you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to do this, you got to do that, and market. And I was overwhelmed. I didn't really know where to start or what to do. And then I tried to do it on my own. And that didn't go very far because, like I just said, I wasn't doing what I do. So I was trying to do things outside of my purview. And it just went sideways. I wasn't doing anything well.
So how did we first meet? I'm trying to recall, how did you first come across us? And had you checked out other solutions before talking to us?
I did. Yes. I had hired 2 other VAs, and here in the States, in the town I live in, and they were okay. I would say they lasted 2 or 3 months. So they weren't as good as yours. Let's just put it that way. We met through a mutual friend and a group of people that we have in common. When Josh introduced us, he's like, you got to talk to B. So I don't know if you were in the country or out of the country. And honestly, it doesn't matter with your communication because you were on it. I reached out to you. Your people reached back out to me in less than 24 hours. I was set up with an interview process with 3 people based on what I needed. I landed on one, and I have worked with her. I think I don't even know. Has it been a year? Maybe it's been a year.
I think it's been over a year now. Yeah.
I mean, I've said, I can't imagine life without her. I cannot imagine life without her. And I know how she works because that's what I do for a living, right? I know how she works, and we are very different. She knows how I work. But the beauty of it is, like, she has just switched gears. When she needs to learn social media marketing, she learns social media marketing. She started off with podcast interviews and sending, like, every single thing she does has been conscientious and timely, and just, it's amazing. Like, I'm with her in it. And we're growing together, and we bounce ideas off each other. And it's just been a delight, absolute delight.
Cool. I think something important, obviously you had an initial set of criteria for your assistant, but as business evolve and grow, they may need to learn and adapt to new things that they haven't experienced before. And that's totally fine too, right? We provide the training support. So that's very critical. Sometimes we might say, hey, go hire somebody else that has a skill set. And sometimes we give that first VA the opportunity to learn and see if they can grasp that knowledge that's going to be evolving. That's awesome. Can you give me one takeaway? If it's summarize, is it time back? Is it more revenue? Like, what's the most important thing for you reflecting back on this relationship with your VA?
Peace of mind. Peace of mind, I would say. My mental health, it's huge. And my VA has given me peace of mind to know that when I'm not there 24/7, things are being covered. And that has been invaluable to me, that peace of mind.
Great. I love it. Well, I think that's a perfect place to end this conversation because, again, people think in terms of making more money, they think in terms of winning back time. And I think that's all great. But ultimately, we call it sanity, right? They can literally save our sanity because if they were not doing it, we'll be doing it, or be, faced with the high cost of someone else doing that admin level work, which we, frankly speaking, is not the best use of our time. We've got better things to work on in our business, strategy, high level concepts. So great. Thank you so much, Gail, for joining us. Now, actually, one more thing. You've also been part of our kind of, we call it priority planning program, which really kind of helps our clients really prioritize what they should focus on as a business owner, but also what to delegate week to week. How did that program help you in your relationship with your VA?
I love that. You have so many tips and tools, right, that I wasn't aware of on how to prioritize my time and what my VA could take away and do. And so each meeting, it felt like each time we met, there was one more thing that I could delegate, or one more thing I could get off my plate that I didn't have to cover. And if it weren't for those meetings, I wouldn't have thought that way. I wouldn't have recognized that. And also, you come with not only VA things, but you come with tips and tools that help me with my business, whether it's marketing or accounting or beliefs or time management or experiences of the people in the group. They're just as valuable. So it's not just the VA. You are very well-rounded in everything else you add to those meetings. And I very much appreciate that. Well worth the time.
Thank you so much, Gail. Wish you all the best.
You're welcome.
Chat to you real soon. Bye for now.
Bye for now.
Thank you so much.